Hey guys, Fred Roumbanis here, Stanford Baits Pro Bassmaster Elite Series tournament angler. I want to share with you a bait that I've been fishing for quite some time. It's called the missing link. You'll notice this bait looks kind of like a spinnerbait at first glance, but it's not a spinnerbait. It looks kind of like a swim jig, but it's not a swim jig. It's kind of the best of both worlds. What it does, it's got a planing head, which keeps it real flat and helps you get up to the surface real quick, but the wire's coming out of the jig head. You know, a lot of times when you're throwing a spinnerbait, you cast it out there, you catch a lot of fish, you end up breaking the wire on a critical fish and costs you a lot of money in a tournament. This guy right here, the wire comes out of the head, it's flexible, completely moves around, fish hits it from any which angle, you're gonna hook them. They use a nice big hook on it, but what's neat about this bait is when you get to reeling it in, don't put a trailer on the back of this thing. Get it going real quick. Here we've got cover full of lily pads. I like to reel it real fast, and you'll see it just kind of wanders right on through. It's completely weedless. It doesn't get snagged up. It's a super virtual bait. And another really cool feature about it is when you cast it out there and say you throw a spinnerbait, a lot of times we catch fish on the fall. It's called helicoptering. Your spinnerbait kind of does one of these numbers. And the reason being is it's falling down like this. This guy right here will actually fall completely horizontal, that of a weightless stick bait. But you got your blade flickering. It's a really great way to fish if you're fishing ledges or flipping laydowns. I've caught a lot of big fish this year doing that. I fish it usually on 15 to 20 pound fluorocarbon straight through. I'm using a 7.5 foot rod. It's actually 754 heavy action. I'm using it on an Ardent 7:3 to 1 ratio. It's a grand, fast retrieve. I want to be able to burn this thing, but more importantly, if I'm fishing this shallow, skinny water and one hits it and starts racing towards me, I want to keep up with them. So I'm going to share with you how I fish this bait. So first we cast it out there, and as soon as it hits the water, I engage the reel and start reeling it. And you can see it kind of flickering through. Sometimes I like to get it right up on the surface. And you can see it just goes right through these lily pads. And watch what happens when it comes through. You crash through the lily pads if you don't get bit. See how it's kind of wandering back and forth? No other bait does this. See it coming in? See how it's wandering back and forth? I'll take another cast here. And I just hold my rod up and I get it going. And you can use a heavier one if you want to reel it even faster. Another really cool feature with this bait that I like to do is get out there on them ledges, summer post-spawn fish. Get the 1 ounce, this is a hair jig version, get this 1 ounce one and cast it out. So say we're out on the ledge right now, I'm gonna cast it out, I'm gonna let go all the way to the bottom. And I'm gonna kind of keep a little bit of pressure on it. Watch that slack, if it jumps, reel down, set the hook. A lot of your fish are gonna come on the fall, because it's gonna fall like this. But what I'll do is I'll get to reeling it, kill it. Reel it, kill it. And what it's doing is it's flickering off the bottom like an injured bait fish. And that really triggers those fish, especially if you like to fish those ledge lakes in Tennessee. Excellent bait, guys. This is a Stanford bait. It's called the Missing Link. Check it out.